Hi guys, this is Fang and I'm here to explain how chemistry naming works, or like at least some of the compounds and binaries. So when it comes to naming, there's two types. One is non-metal. Well, for now there's two types, non-metal and metals. When it comes to non-metals, you need to use prefixes. I think that's how you spell it. Yeah, whatever. But non-metal is basically a compound, product made up of gases, like not metal type stuff, because it's non-metal. Yeah, you get it. And then metal can be made up of metals plus non-metals. So this means let's say I have Al2O3. Yeah, that's right. Alright, you see right here, aluminum, it's a metal. But however, oxygen, it's a gas. But that, it's called metal, because it has a metal in it. And then, so, another example of non-metal. Yeah, you see it? Yeah, right there. So, examples of non-metals would be like SO3. There's no charge. That would be non-metal, because sulfur and oxygen are both gas. Okay. Now we'll move on to the naming system. Now we know what's non-metal and metals. Okay. Let's see what example can I get. Okay. N2H4. Okay. First, we need to classify them as metals or non-metals. So you see, hydrogen, it's gas. Nitrogen, gas, right? So it will be non-metals. Alright, non-metal. No S. Alright. So since it's non-metal, you have to use prefixes. Alright. That sure is pop up in your mind when you see a non-metals. And then the prefixes is determined by the number here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and just write out the name for you. For this one, will be dinitrogen, tetra, hydride. Okay, di 2, tetra 4. Okay, and hydride equals hydrogen. But however, right here, yeah, you see it, hydrogen. Alright, however, hydrogen turned into hydride because it's the end right here, because it's and of a compound, or like binary compound, whatever people call it. But that's why it's called hydride. Let's say if hydrogen's in the front, right here, let's say if hydrogen in front, like right here, hydrogen is in front of N. However, I don't know how that happened, but like, if it is, it would be hydrogen. It would be hydrogen, and then let's say it's a 2 right here. There's 2 right there, so it would be dinitride. Hydrogen dinitride. That's what it would be. All the element in the back, or the last one, were to change the ending to IDE. Alright? Alright, let's move on to another one, like SO3. Alright. SO3 here. First you look if it's nonmetals or metal. I would call this nonmetal. Gas. Alright, now look at the numbers they have. O has 3, S has, there's no number here, but there's an invisible 1. Okay, so things to do when, like, how to start with the naming system. You always start with finding out is nonmetal or metals. Second, you have to know the prefixes. And then you're on your way. Alright, start with the first element, sulfur. Okay, there's nothing, like there's a 1. So you can put mono, but I don't see anyone doing that, so I'm not gonna do it here. Okay, sulfur. And then next one would be oxide. Remember, IDE. Oxygen, oxide. Alright? Because oxygen's in the, because oxygen here, it's in the end of this compound. And then there's a 3 in front, so it'll be trioxide. Alright, I hope you guys are getting hang of this. Alright, let's move on. Alright, let's go with Al2O3. Okay, right here. Al2O3. So let's say Al2O3. First, classify them as nonmetal or metals. You see gas, and you see a metal. That would be metals. And when it comes to metals, like what first thing you see when metals, right? Think no prefix. No prefix. So no di, tri, dot. Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like none of those need it. And so you just start the naming. Well, Al, aluminum. I think that's how you spell it, whatever. Aluminum. And then, even though this, it's like the end, or like, what's it called? Even though this is metal, right? This whole compound's a metal, and oxygen's there, and also at the end of the compound, you still need to change oxygen into oxide. Okay, but however, no prefix, so it'll be aluminum oxide. You see it? Yeah, that's be it. When metals, no prefixes, but naming should still be the same when it comes to gas in the end of the compound. So whenever there's a gas in the end of the compound, except maybe exceptions like sulfur, phosphate. Those have a bit different naming system. Well, we're not gonna go over that because you don't need that really for the AP test or anything when you're in high school. So it'll be aluminum oxide here. Like most of them, it's gonna be like oxygen, nitrogen, whatever in the end. So you only need to know the IDE version of it. It's pretty simple, not that hard. But like whenever oxygen or those things are, or whenever the oxygen, those kind of gas are in the compound, also the end of the compound, of a binary compound, you need to have IDE at the end. No matter do you have prefixes or anything, okay? Alright, let's get another one. Would be, let's see, what's another good examples I can give? Alright. NH4 first, these two are ions. And this itself is considered a positive ion. So we would think this is a metal. Well, like, no prefix is needed. I know this is a bad example. You won't learn much from this. Too much. Alright, so let me just pull this up. Alright, since we're going over so much oxygen, so I'm gonna go Na2O. So first of all, classify them non-metal or metal. This would be metal. Okay. And second, naming. Sodium oxide. Oxide. Sodium. Make sure no prefixes. Okay. And that's it. Thanks.